This is how we do it. Good morning, chat. I'm reading all y'all's shenanigans. We need more coffee here too. Olive Octopus with the raid. Cheers to that. I'll drink to that. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing, everybody? Newland says, hello, just finished episode 350 of the podcast in time for this. Mike gave an emotional speech at the end. What did he say? I don't even remember. Brian, just finishing the first pot. Should I make more? So I had a busy morning, so I didn't get to the full pot. So I have taken the last cup from the pot, poured the rest of it in my thermos that I'm probably going to have to go get here in a minute because we're struggle busing this morning. Omaha Dad Games, 48 months of subbing. Let's go. Good morning. The PA is now live. Yeah, today I do feel like I'm risen from the dead. Last hour and a half just disappeared. So much fun, Olive Octopus Inc. It's so much fun, just sitting and chilling and inking. We're gonna do a little bit that. GHP, I have not replied to your email. Okay, we're gonna get you hooked up. So I'm gonna look at that today. My fault was Monday. I shipped so much Pen Addict stuff, I got distracted on the Spoke stuff. We will handle that today. I'll reply to your email and let you know what's up. So that is, actually that makes me mad. So my bad. Good morning, my favorite struggle bus. Cheers. Ink thrower out for delivery. Nice. Other orders are going to go out today. So we're going to stream today, then we're going to ship this afternoon. We were going to get to that today. You'd think I'd know better by now, especially when it involves email. Have you been compelled to buy any Prime Day deals? We bought dog food. Like, I don't buy any like pen stuff or anything like that. I did buy some dog food. What's up, Glyph? But I don't know that it was a deal or anything. Thank you for all the support, how much he enjoys being able to do the podcast, that he's outlasted all the others when it really shouldn't. He gets to speak his best friend every week for a couple hours about a hobby he loves, and supporters make it possible. I mean, it's crazy how, we actually, did we talk about that a little bit yesterday? Just how much I enjoy doing this, and the enjoyment I get from it, and that has never, it never stops. Like, it's never taken a dive or anything like that. Like, yeah, like, it's pretty cool. Do you love the new Rickshaw Sugar Turtle collab? I totally love it. They're pretty amazing. So go check them out. If y'all have a link, my hands are full right now. It's a Crayola box inspired one. The manager needs to get paid. No. I need to get paid because the manager's at the spa right now. So let's keep things straight. He is having a spa day, so I need to get paid to afford the manager's spa day. Again, yeah, it's every 8 weeks. Like, he's an every 8 weeks pup. Like, I mean, he's got the flock of seagulls going. Like, yeah. We took him outside yesterday for like 5 minutes. He was just huffing and puffing. I was like, all right, come on in. Yeah, glad the break I had at the start. Yeah, that was a different time, working different shifts and things like that. Just listen to the podcast on the way in. I always thought the little punches were not for the sheet of paper you're writing on. They're for stuff you tape on the writing pages. Why not both? Yeah, Brian. So Toby's my dog. He's been running around he's got the hair just over the one eye, and it's like this. And then I'll catch my wife like walking around. She'll be going, and I run, because we can't see it. Like, it can't see it. Dog spa day can require a loan when it's two big dogs going at the same time. Hoof. Watson hates haircuts. So my wife said that he wasn't real happy this morning. Usually he loves it. Do you know Sean from Artisan Pens? I do not. Got to be 118 yesterday. That would have killed the manager. It would have. Hey, Brad or chat. Clickstream says Pilot G2 will need a new spring available February. Does it ship automatically? Do we need to leave a note? You need to leave a note now, if you can. Yeah, just let us, and we'll make sure we pack that in. We had spring consistency issues. Supply and consistency issues. The two fingers on the two keys. I think I follow him on Instagram, but I don't know him. Lenny, 33 months of subbing. I think I missed that. Oh, 44 months of subbing. Let's go. What about summer consistency? I don't even know. What does that mean? Has anyone deal with the Arto TI pin warranty? Just got one from the Slack and won't loosen telescope. I have not, but they are literally within a drive from you, like in a short day trip. If they don't answer, I just walk up to the door. Chadwick, let me in. I got a problem. Rose Bitter, 3 months of subbing. Let's go. Thank you so much. You said spring consistency problems. Papa Lockin'. We still haven't had enough, and this cup's almost empty. So, yeah. Yeah, they're in Chattanooga. I haven't been up there since they've been there, but I used to live there. I lived there for a few years, but I haven't been back since they've moved, and I haven't actually talked to Chadwick in a while. I used to talk to Chadwick pretty frequently, but they've been blowing it up, so I'm just a little guy. This clearly wasn't a good joke. I mean, you know, as long as you're happy with it, I feel like it was okay. You know, I think it's okay. So we got a couple things to do today. One small thing that I've been meaning to do, and I've been holding this unboxing. I'm going to do that first. And then we're going to get into some inking. On the distributor conversation yesterday, I worked for a distributor in different industry. Suppliers love it because we buy the product from them and then have to sell it to retailers. The manufacturer could easily do the distribution. They'd rather have guaranteed sales in one channel. Yeah, there's lots of pros. And I think from an outside perspective, like from a consumer perspective, it like the math don't be mathing sometimes. But I think in general, like it's a system in place for a reason, right? It works on a lot of fronts for a lot of products, although maybe not for everything all the time, right? So there you go. It works better for larger companies, I think. The bigger you are, the more it makes sense, I think. Small companies, it's really, really, really tough. Yeah, did we get a link to the Sugar Turtle rickshaws? Did we do that yet? I think I can get it now. Manufacturers would love higher margins. They'll take the guarantee from the schmucks like us. Yeah. Like I said, I think it's a big company game, which is why it's interesting. Like, and this first one that comes to my mind is like my wife's in here cleaning. She has her headphones on. She doesn't know the amount of noise that spray can just made. Someone like Y Studio, like, they're a smaller company, but they also need access into like the US. So that's like a different type of thing. I don't think they posted yet, just the Patreon they're doing in DC. I mean, I saw the pictures yesterday, so they must be on Instagram. There we go. Thank you. Oh, there's the rainbow ones. Yeah, he posted it on Instagram. Great, now I'm singing Flock of Seagulls again. There they are. Really cool. You can also push inventory to distributors, help make quarterly numbers. Yeah, hashtag accounting, right? Yeah, so those look great. Very cool. All right, while we're on Instagram, so that's the Sugar Turtle one. Did I post that in there? Oh, the Matthew Chen interview is up. Nice. I'll have to go check that out. Need a 64-pin box? True. So if y'all aren't following Sugar Turtle Studio, go follow them. So there's the account. They also have, my face is hiding it on purpose. Watch this. They have those things. What are those things called? The new Beanie Babies. I just want to call them Lululemons. Oh my. This one's La Poo Poo. So Tom's been having fun. Tom's been having too much fun with these. Bought the new Kaweco. I can't buy anything else right now. My husband will disown me. Which new Kaweco? Which new Kaweco is it? Oh my gosh, no, Bod. That brings back memories. Labibi. Yeah, Labibi. Labibi was awesome. Like, awesomely acted. That was hilarious. Okay. While you're on Instagram, I want you to go follow Authan Chen. So if you haven't been made aware of Authan's work, I got to meet Authan in Skyline Sports Sea Spray. Okay, I'll look at that. I don't think I've seen that yet. I'll look at that in a second. I don't think I've gotten to see Authan yet. Ooh, that's pretty. I met Authan at the Yoseka Stationery Fest. Like that event has proven to be just like a real landmark in my time doing this. Get to meet a lot of cool people, form these relationships. So Authan, he did some, I don't know if he actually worked for Yoseka, but he's done some design work for them, I believe, in the past, if I'm not mistaken. So he's an artist, an illustrator, and just super cool. Like you might see him, like his setup, you know, he was doing some of the setups at Yoseka. Like this wasn't one, so he probably has some stationery fest. But anyway, he sent me a print of some of his new stuff that he's doing, so I'm going to look at that here in just a second. Trying to see if he has any stationery fest stuff so y'all can see where he was set up there. You bought some of his stamps? Yeah, really amazing. Just an amazing person. So yeah, I don't see any. Might be on there. Anyway, go follow Authan. He sent me a print, so I'm going to open this up real quick. I keep promising I'm going to open it up, and I keep failing. He sent it right before I went on vacation. And I keep not opening it. So let's see what he sent me here. But yeah, I think I bought some of his stickers at Stationery Fest. Wow, really good packaging. It says for the Pen Addict. Make sure there was nothing else hiding in there. Yep, Pacific Northwest shows this weekend. Kimberly's going to be there. Kimberly will be there this weekend. All right, let me see what the letter says. Then we'll open up the print. Huh. Okay, I'll read this letter as we open the print. Okay, and there's a quiz. So you're gonna help me with this quiz. So, oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be rad. Okay, so certificate of authenticity. This is gonna be fun. Let's see if I hope we can do this on stream. This is a pretty good size print. Oh, this is gonna be cool. So I don't know if Kimberly's here yet. I still owe her a frame for the print that she bought me last year. So now that I have a second print, I need to go get some frames. Oh my God. Doc Krog, yeah, did you like that? That was fun. Holy crap. I just need to take this in for a second. I don't really have enough words to say. Like I'm out of words. Like my jaw dropped when I opened this. Mary Beth. Look.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Huh. Who's that?
One of my friends that I met at Stationery Fest. His name's Authan. That's crazy, isn't it?
Really,
wow.
It's purple.
It's purple. So here is what he says. So here's what we have to do, chat. We'll see how we can do this. So he wrote me a note. Needs to become a new desk mat design? You're not wrong. I'll email him. His doodles of the human body are insane. Subaquatic toaster, 30 months of subbing. Let's go. Yeah, the stained glass has ink bottles in it. And there's a glass. There's so much to take in here. Yeah. Okay. So Authan wrote me a note. Said, hi, Brad. Thank you for your response. Can't wait for you to get this print. All the pens I painted in this piece are in the form of demonstrators. And so some of them are actually imagined and don't really exist. Please guess which of them never came out as demonstrator pens. See answers below, and I hope you'll enjoy. So these are real pens, authentic pens, designs. And then some of them are demonstrators in real life. Some of them are pretend. Like you can see the vanishing point in demonstrator style. How sick would it be to see a vanishing point? Lamy 2000. I think this is a Kaweco Lilliput right here. What else? So he gave me the list. So yeah, the Lamy 2000. Anything... Demonstrator VP would be insane. But look how he did the... Like, he makes them look like they're the real things. Is the third one a Parker 51? Maybe. But that one does come in a demonstrator. They used to sell the... the salesman models were demonstrators. Someone made a couple of demonstrator VPs, which resulted in a pilot cease and desist. That's hilarious. What kind of media did he use? I'll have to ask. Like, I'm actually being very careful, like, touching it. It looks, like, unbelievable. So, yeah, his link is pinned up there. Let's see. Okay, so there's one we definitely didn't get. I'll put him back up there, which is hard to tell. So we got the Lamy 2000, the Vanishing Point, and the Lilliput. So there's two more we didn't get. I see one of them. I'll show y'all in a second. I see one of them we didn't get. Yeah, and there's the other one. Okay. So there's two we didn't get. I think one of them's pretty hard. No, the Safari, because it's a Vista. But you probably can't even tell what's in between the Vista and the Vanishing Point. I would have never gotten that one. That's an Esterbrook. So that's an Esterbrook Esty. The other one you could probably get. KOP, no, but it's kind of looks like a KOP. So it's on the side of it's on this side. It's an actual print, I know, but it looks like it's got like, it's not glossy. It almost looks like it's, yeah. So the second from the bottom is a Mont Blanc 149. Which if Mont Blanc made a demonstrator 149, I might have to buy that. So yeah, that second one right here is a Mont Blanc 149. You can see the ink window there with the stripes. It might be $4,000, I know. Has Mont Blanc ever made any type of demonstrator in any size? That doesn't seem like their thing. Is it in a plastic envelope for shipping? No. It just came like this and it was wrapped in like craft paper. It just has like a matte finish. Like it looks like it's painted on there, but it's not. So I'll have to ask him what type of, how he printed them. So what questions do I have for them? Do I have for Authan? One, desk mat win. So yeah, I need to ask him some questions. Fantasy 149, I could see that. All right, that was really, really cool. See if you can, you obviously are not going to be able to see the whole thing over here, but you can see what the finish is like on the print and how colorful it is. Glissé. So you can kind of see, like the colors are really nice, but it's like a matte. So I'll ask him. It's probably on the product page. Yeah. And then you see the ink bottles in the stained glass. Yeah, the nibs are great. The I love the other ink bottles down here at the bottom. Is it digital art? I have no idea. Do they have an online portfolio? Yeah. So there's probably some details on here. Oh, here's this one specifically. Let's see what it says here. Archival pigment ink and how do you even say that? Geeslay print, like whatever the word olive octopus said. How do you say that word? He designs a lot of products for Yoseka. Yeah, that's how I met Authan at Stationery Fest. G Clay. G Clay. G Clay. Okay. G Clay. That is really hard for me to say. So then some of the so there's some of the process paintbrush. It wasn't a digital. It's not a digital design. You can see some of the paintbrush work there. Cool. I am a Southern boy. I wait. I always say glissé. Yeah, I can't say that. G Clay. Bought the cheapest Faber-Castell fountain pen when traveling. I'm really happy with it. It's really problem-free compared to previous pens I had. So, like, the entry-level Faber-Castell stuff is amazing. Like, literally nothing wrong with that stuff. It's really, really good. All right. Wow. I didn't know what to expect. Like, I hadn't seen this. How does the paper and the note cards compare to the legendary knock note cards? We need to do a side-by-side one day. They're pretty good. Honestly, they're pretty good. So yeah, this just came out in May. Looks like they're still available. $70. That didn't even seem right. So addition of 50 for the print. So thank you, Authan. This is way beyond, like, for having no expectations. This is like just unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, let me scooch this out the way so we don't mess it up. And see how fast we can get some frames. Where are we buying frames, chat? Because I need another one. I showed y'all, it's been like a year and a half since Kimberly sent me my last print. It's still in a tube. It's she got it at the Joey Feldman launch. I don't know how to order frames, though. I guess they're just generic. Yeah, frames seem like a pain in the butt. You just make your own. Can you come over and make some for me? Jersey girl Andrea, 18 months of subbing. Let's go. Let's go. Buy frames locally. I got to figure out where that is. Certainly there's a frame shop here. So I just uncap a Mythic pen with a Yovo nib and the top half of the feed fell off. Is there an easy way to get a new feed? I would email one of your Dutch pen shops and see if they could hook you up. I am in Macon. So yeah, I mean, there's the big box stores. It's just not something I've ever done. So yeah, I should probably just go and see what they have or something. I don't know. Because like what I was saying is, Kimberly got me a print from Joey when Joey Feldman launched his studio. She was at the event and got me a print from that, and it's sick. It's like a sneaker print, and it's dope. I showed it on stream, but I don't have it. I just haven't framed it, and it's like frame worthy. Is it a standard size? I have no idea. It doesn't particularly look standard size. Maybe it could be horizontally standard size. My wife's in here cleaning. She has her headphones on, so it's like exceptionally loud because she can't hear what she's doing. Usually Michael's. Take the image of it. Yeah. All right, so take the measure of the image, and you will need matting. Gotcha. I just know it's something I've ever done. I just need to read up on it because I have a few other prints too. That's the stage we're in right now. Matcha. Frame destination. Okay. So we'll figure all this out because I need to do multiple things. I have a print from Ben Kwok I've never framed. Like I have some good stuff that I've never framed. We don't have a blick. What we do have is this pen. I hadn't seen this yet. Yeah, it's pretty great. It's a great color. Kaweco Skyline Sport Sea Spray. What was that transition? Yeah. Do you even podcast, bro? These look great. This reminds me of the pen I bought from Skogsy. I'll definitely buy some of these to give away. So I have this one. Did you get the Rebirth print? I didn't, because I couldn't travel back with it. I guess I could have looked into shipping, but the Rebirth print is stunning. I wonder do they still have them at Papier Plume? So I have this one from Skogsy. This is like, Mom, can I get Kaweco? No, we have Kaweco at home, except much fancier. So yeah. So yeah, cool stuff. But that's about as good a Kaweco as I've seen in a while. Like I said, the Apricot has been my Apricot Pearl is my favorite release in years. This is going to be up there. Oh, is it a Gold Spot exclusive? Maybe that's why I haven't seen it. Now that I saw the Gold Spot logo on it, there you go. Yes, it's one of those times where you actually, yeah, I do have the better one. Okay. So there should be plenty of these. They, yeah, they'll do a big quantity of these, but that's cool. I will get those probably to give away. The new, Decimo gradient. What's the new Decimo gradient? Is it like a normal release Decimo gradient or something else? Ink Dependence Mike has a Gold Spot discount code. I too have a Gold Spot discount code. Oh my God, she's killing me. Yeah, I too have a Gold Spot discount code, but you have to email me for it. Are you talking about like the Nagasawa ones? Do you still like orange? Duh. So yeah, their gradient, like the Nagasawa gradient decimals. Oh, the Cube review is up today. From Sarah. I sent this to Sarah from the Atlanta Pen Show. It's really cool. Really cool. I like these. Oh, those look good. Were these the ones you were talking about? The gradients? Yeah. Yeah. That's a specific a more specific release, which is great. That's beautiful. I think I like this better than the beach one that they did for the Vanishing Point. I think I like this one better. All right. Oh, there is a gold trim one. Okay, there it is. Gold one sold out, like at least at Venice. That's pretty. I think it's pretty. I think that these are stunning. If I hadn't gotten mine by now, I'd probably get something like the silver, something like this. And these, even though like they're Japanese, imported, limited editions, it's still going to be cheaper than the new like annual Vanishing Point release. So yes, it's expensive, but the new Vanishing Point's going to be like $450, I think. Speaking of orange bread, I bought a pen the other week that reminded you Mont Blanc Hemingway. Oof, yeah, those look great. Those are really, really good. Rose gold trim, always the best. I like rose gold. All right. And Derek has a Van Ness Pens code. I have a Van Ness Pens code too, but not one that I can share. An unshareable one. So let's get into some inking. We should probably do a giveaway before I start making a mess in here because I may not be able to get to the keyboard for a while. So what we're going to do is I have some paper sampling to go through. Let's see. What do I have to give away? Just thinking here for a sec. Let me put Authan's letter back. Let's see. Oh, okay. So I literally said, "What is this?" when I grabbed it. So we might as well give it away. Can we get a signed photo with this one? I have to make signed photos. Let me get my wife on that. Hang on, watch this. Mary Beth, we have a question for you, me and the internet. We need a picture printed of me that I can sign and mail to people. Okay. Can you pick one out and we can do like a 4x6 or 5x7?
People want pictures of me?
Yeah, she says people want pictures of you and they want me to sign them. Okay. Can we work on that together?
Sure.
And we get some printed? Mm-hmm. All right. What do you think, black and white or like color or like? Should we do we need to make a new one where I pose? Yeah. Ooh, she's gonna make me pose for one, chat. All right, back to work. Oh. I said back to work. She already had her headphone back in and was ignoring me. She
Don't.
That pickleball one should suffice. I did show them my pickleball picture. That's pretty good. My pickleball picture, the one that I gave away, is actually on my friend's wall now. So yeah, that one actually worked very good. 90s laser background, yeah, those would be sick. She is rage cleaning. I'll leave her alone. All right, let's do a giveaway. Max brother-in-law accidentally revealed on a podcast that Max is going to Mercedes. Oh man, I can't wait to read the internet this afternoon. Yeah, telling wife to back to work is a good way for an accent to happen, trust me. Her accent sounds like Elizabeth's, not even close. Elizabeth sounds like you, Bart. And I mean that in a nice way. She has a strong accent. We've threatened to do that, Addie, for maybe an April Fool's. Maybe one time if I need a guest or something. Oh, Toby's ready. I just got a spa alert. We're never going to get anything done today, chat. Mary Beth. Mary Beth. Watch this. I'm going to get fired here in just a second. Toby is ready at the groomer. Oh, I don't want that. I want it to be... How do you do an audio file? I don't want to record it. I actually want it to be audio. How do you make it audio? Toby is ready at the groomer. So I don't know how to do that. I know, I was going to do it while she had her headphones in, but I don't know how to do it. How do you make... Oh, there it is. Go get your dog. Oh, no, that's not... That wasn't it. He keeps recording what I'm saying. This is some boomer shit. Sorry, chat. Like I said, we're not going to get anything done today. Hit the microphone button in the text editor. I did, and it just transcribed what I was saying. I wanted to do an audio. I hit the audio button accidentally all the time. I just don't know how to do literally rage baiting me. Let's do a giveaway. Will that make everything better? So I don't even remember doing this color. So this is the Sapelo XL. I literally don't remember this. Did we even sell this? Was this like a prototype? Oh, it's got a notebook in it. Is it used? Unused notebook. Some old dot dash paper in there. It's got the big notebook in the back. Oh, look. Oh, wow. This is mental. There's like interview questions in here, but I don't know if they're for me. How custom can custom be? What does failure look like? Have you had any grand failures? Have you created anything that you love but didn't get the reception you thought? Or conversely. Batch production times, typical work, pouring acrylics. Is that Jonathan? Was this a Jonathan interview? Where's the next wave of innovation? What can be improved about the basics? Y'all like to break things. What's next? What's your shop temperature? Those are the kind of fun questions I always like to ask. Who would I ask what their shop temperature is like? So I don't think it's Brooks because I say your. Well, I mean, I thought I said something like y'all. Y'all like to break things. I would have said you like to break things. And then this must have been when we were putting this Kickstarter together. I was doing a little writing for pictures or something. Huh. We'll have to figure it out. Could be for a Meet Your Maker post. No, because Caroline does those interviews. Ben Walsh, that's also singular. This seems like a... Man, I thought it might be CW&T. I don't know that I've ever interviewed them. Anyway. This is a great stream because we're literally just completely off the rails here. I think Authan, I'm like mentally... Was there a Maker podcast? So I did I did some questions to people, like I posted one time, like a 3 questions type of thing, but that is very interviewish. Pouring resins, and I said y'all. Anyway, all right, let's do a giveaway. The giveaway is the only thing that's going to get us back on track, chat. All right. We might have only did this color like for a pen show or something. I'll include the weird interview question notebook. That was kind of wasteful, to be honest. All right, giveaways open. Exclamation point waffle. Exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win. And you must email me your shipping address. It could. She didn't. The resin question and the y'all is throwing me off. And this has to be old. This has to be like late 20 teens. Anyone else panic with it? No, I don't remember how to spell waffle. We were waffling this black and charcoal Sapelo XL. Looks like the button was really tight, so there's a little stretch right there. All right. I want to look at something while y'all are waffling. I've got several minutes for this. I have my desk ready for some inking. And I need to get... What point do we just have open pinning for these old knock products? I could do it. If I ever find batches of stuff, I put some... It wouldn't have been Heinz. Like, I thought about Heinz, but this would predate that, I believe. Edison. Who knows? That's almost like I was doing an in-person interview. All right, let me find some inks here. I kind of want to... Been thinking about inking. And I want to ink up a stub nib. I don't have a stub in the rotation right now, like a good traditional flat stub nib. So let me look at some inks I haven't used yet. That might work. All right. Who knows? Who knows? So we have the Ginsen Gold, Sepia. I'm just seeing some of the inks that I haven't. No, it wasn't Karas. I have no clue, man. I have the Unknown Land and the Allegory from the Dominant. I have Fortune Bunny. And then I'm not going to open these. I think I'm going to give these away. The Stellaris and the Windy City Blue. I'm not going to test these. Those are going to go in the give. I'm going to put these in the icebox. We'll give one of those away later today. So I need to find a stub nib. Y'all still have like a minute, exclamation point waffle. We're giving away this Sapelo XL. Did you already talk about C22, C222? No, but that's who we're going to be talking about here in a second with these paper testings. So let me pull this up while I'm looking. Fortune Bunny. So I want to do a traditional stub nib, like a 1.5 flat nib. You know, I have journaler nibs. I have monarch nibs. I have lots of good wet nibs. But I don't have that traditional stub line that I want to test some of this paper with. So let me see. And I don't have that many in here. I know of one. So let me just poke around real quick and see what I have that I want to use. Because I have the Enzo Ferrari in the FA nib. That's going to be a good one. Some of these I can't remember. Nope. I could always swap in a stub too, but I'd rather not. So this one for sure. I mean, this might be the answer once y'all see it. That's architect. No. This might be the only true stub nib I have in here. Oh, here's a second one. Yep. All right. There's two. And then the rest of this stuff is Pilot and Sailor and Platinum. Those aren't going to have any. So I have like 2 stock stub nibs in here. The room you recorded in when you had Brooks there to interview the Atlanta show was super hot. That room is traditionally hot. All right, let's do this giveaway. Giveaway's closed, and then I'll show y'all what pins we have. I have 2 pins I came up with, but I think the answer is already made before I even show them to you. All right, let's pick a winner. The Mongoose, come on in. What's up, Mongoose? You win. You win. Let me get out my stuff without making a mess. The Mongoose. What? You won. You won. The Mongoose. If you email me soon, I will ship this afternoon. That rhymed. You forgot to enter. Rip. You almost didn't enter. Getting a broad italic X-Wing harpoon from Stilo Suite. That sounds gnarly in the best way possible. Extra gnar. Did that bother you, Glyph? I need to work on that. Extra gnar. All right, Mongoose, we got you. I had beckoned the Glyph. No, I'm just playing around. I was just saying boomer words that boomers shouldn't say. Okay. I came up with 2 pins with stock stub nibs. And we're going to use dip pins and stuff. So before we get into the paper, ooh, this is really... That's better. So I think these are my 4 choices. These, I'm not a boomer. That's true. So we have basically 2 stock Yovo stub nibs. So I have a 1.1. This is the Autumn Medley from Right Turns, which is a beautiful pen. I love this pen. So that's a stock 1.1. Yeah, I'm going to use the ink thrower. Yeah. I just wanted to do one really wide stub nib because I like to test with that ink. That pen is, I'm really happy with this one. This one, I have a feeling might be the choice though. So this is the Prisma, the Leonardo. And it has, is this 1.1 or 5? This is also 1.1. Looks like it, right? Yeah, 1.1. I'm a Gen Xer, yeah. When depth of field fix, as soon as I can get my wife to look at it. It does need to be fixed. It's a little bit too annoying, even though the end looks good. Yeah, I'm Gen X. I don't act like it though. Well, I guess I do. Gen X is cool. So the issue is, yeah. No, it's too much for the show and tell. I will get the camera fixed. I promise. Would any of these inks look good in either of these pens, I mean, they would all look good in here. Like, should I do... What was Olive Octopus saying about Allegory and Unknown Land? Didn't realize Brad was older than me. I am an elder. What color is the Ink Institute? That's a good question. It's the color is weird. So I guess maybe we can just test these, right? Should we just test these first? Do some sampling with these inks, with the ink thrower. So let's get into, let me rewind. I'm gonna ink one of these pens here in a minute. Maybe both. Generation Jones. Interesting. Allegory and the Prisma. Yeah, that's Traveler's East. You're onto something there. So let me rewind. We're gonna do this in just a second and tell you what I actually want to plan today. Never Shimmer. Probably not in the Prisma. So what we're gonna do is, so C222 here in the chat. Wow. It really, I don't remember showing in that pink when we switch. So C222 sent me a stack of paper. Says, thank you for all the useful resources and information you've created. It's been very useful while diving headfirst into fountain pens this past year. Please enjoy this paper sampler I've assembled from products I've been able to purchase from local stores. Hopefully at least one of them surprises you. I was impressed by the Notum myself. So thank you, C222. So check this out. Someone sent me the Atoya paperclip from Atoya. If you were at Atoya, how many paper clips would you buy? So that's the first question. I'll be digging into this. How many paper clips would you buy if you went to Atoya? And why is the number north of 5? 0. Psh. What's wrong with you? You only bought one? I couldn't only buy one, but I really like them. So the other reason we have to fix this camera is like the white balance is off. You can see how it's changing from like pink to white. So we're going to change this. Like now it looks good, but in some of the other colors. So not only did C222 send me this, we have a table of contents and stamp. Are these stamps? Were these stamps, C222? Yeah, looks like a stamp. So I have stamps on all of this stuff. I don't know that we'll get all of the papers in today, but we're gonna do some of it. So this is just an insanely good setup here. So I think maybe what I'll do is pick some I really want to test, and then pick some that I think could be that feel like a Hot Mess Express. Like we'll try recycled paper and stuff like that. So this is great. Yeah, C222. Do we need alphabet stamp sets? Like how cool is this? And then we'll use we'll use this as kind of the control group. This is the Olive Octopus. The dominant Takasago is theoretically what? 62 GSM Sanzen Tomoe. So I'm going to use this kind of as like my control page. And then I'm going to pick out some of this stuff. So we're definitely going to try C because that was called out specifically. Daiso Premium, really? Dominant Industry. What is this? You sent me this. You sent me these. So I added yours into this pile. What is this one? Is it just Takasago Premium? And that's the one I'm talking about. I just don't know what the paper is. OG Atari. Ah, man, I could never get an Atari. I ended up with an Odyssey. I had a Magnavox Odyssey. Oh, nice. Organics reclaimed lavender. What in the Hades is that? Oh, vintage paper too. The DI notebook just says Takasago Premium. Okay. Seems like the same as bank paper. Okay. Thank you. I was getting my wires crossed there. What is J? Oh, so the vintage. So the vintage, I think today I'm going to hold off on the vintage papers. Just because I'm going to run out of space and time. We should try this Fabriano Equa. All right, let's get one or two more. Rossi 1931. All right, we should try that. Let's try the two Daisos. So I have the premium, and then this is the workbook. Yeah, no, I was Odyssey was pre-Intellivision and Kaweco. Do the lavender. Okay, that's this one. Okay, that's a good call because it's recycled or reclaimed, so it doesn't smell. Okay, I think this is a good start. And then we're gonna do the Takasago Premium because I think this is gonna be like a decent. Oh, there. Like as soon as you say that, as soon as I looked at it, Olive Octopus, it has the 3 diamonds. So this will be bank paper. So that's bank paper. Sweet. All of these pass my adjustments. None of them should be hot messes. I'll be the judge of that. Okay. So I need a bigger desk and a wider camera is what we're learning so far. But let's do... I'm going to take my inkiest pen, which is the KWZ 314 Blues in a medium Yovo nib, and write the name of each of these on here so I don't have to keep referring back to this sheet. And I do want... I would have thrown in one sabotage piece of paper. Yeah. Can you bring that pen to DC? This one? So this is the Maverick. This particular one. So yes, I am taking requests, but I just want to be clear which one we're talking about. I mean, this is the only one I've grabbed, so I'm assuming this one. Yes. So this will be... okay. Yes. All right, so that should be bank paper. And then we're going to do C is... do you want me to change the ink? Because I have, what do we have, like 3 weeks? I might have time, I don't know how much I'll be using it. Oh no, I pretty good ink. We'll see. If you want a different color, let me know. So this is Notum. ink doesn't matter. Gotcha. Okay. H. Wow. Before I even go into this one, C222, this one seems questionable just in feel. This is KWZ 314 Blues, I believe is the name of it. I'll be damned. This paper is so thin, but it looks like it's going to handle this really well. This is quite a name, too. Probably shouldn't. We'll see. This might already be the surprise of the bunch. There's no way this should work. I'm gonna have to stop right here and look at this one. Yeah, we're gonna, I will fix the autofocus. I was seeing how it would go for a while. It's no bueno. We're gonna go ahead and stop here real quick. So like you can see through this paper, like you can see the lines on the back. You can almost see the fibers in it. It is so thin. So I guess it's got some ghosting. All right, that makes sense. Okay, that would be my expectation. But no feathering, which is surprising. To have that much ghosting and no feathering. Brad, I think if you close the aperture down to like f8 or higher, the focus issue would be much less of an issue because everything would be in focus anyway. So what you don't understand is I don't know what those words mean. I'm not my wife is the camera person. So Tomos, I can go, oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm like, I don't know what those words mean. Okay, so yeah. That's probably a tough two-sided one. So we'll keep going here. So the Notum Natural, there you go. That's pretty legit. We'll try to get this done this weekend, the camera. So bank paper, duh. Ooh, did you hear that crinkle on the bank paper? Yeah. So yeah, the Reclaim Lavender. What's shocking is there's no feathering, really. And this is a super inky pen. All right, let's keep going. So 3 more here. Let's do, I probably shouldn't write on top of the pages. Rossi 1931, which is what? Barnes & Noble. This is also why I wanted to ink up a stub nib, because this is about as inky of a pen as I have inked up right now, besides like the FA. But I think this is good for this. My bar for recycled is a lot lower. I think that clears a bar. We need to do some standard ink tests on that one. That one's proven to be the most interesting right now. Yeah, I agree, like we're on the same page. It needs to be fixed. Fabriano equal plus. Ooh. This feels good. This feels different. This one's smooth. You can tell instantly. Well, although didn't have a good backing here, so it's probably that's probably part of it. Although it's really absorbing the ink. That's kind of interesting. My spoke axle S feathers like crazy in Kakuyos, and it makes me sad. So like it has nothing to do with the pen. So the ink will feather like crazy. The pen has nothing to do with it. Unless the pen tines are scratchy and they're digging into the page, right? Not bad. And then last one for today, Daiso Premium. I think this is my interesting. Why did you give me the ink then, Brad? See, now that's an issue. Would be the issue. That's Kaweco. It's Kaweco Blue. Yeah, that should be a good ink. So check. Does it feel scratchy? I hope not. So this is Daiso Premium. Oh, this feels good too. Yeah, clean it and switch inks if it doesn't feel scratchy. Okay. So I think next round we'll put a little more ink on these pages. Whoops, I just slid that. This is spectacular. This is, even though I just smudged that with my blotter paper, this is easily the best page so far, the Daiso Premium, which does not surprise me in the least. What's up, Rob? All right, so let's throw some ink on these. What did we want to, do y'all want to see, do we need to see Fortune Bunny? Fire on Fire isn't great for testing pages. Yeah. Buttery Smooth. Interesting. And what paper are you using? Like Kakuyo paper, you said? Like I would expect that seems like a perfect setup. Oh, I see, Olive Octopus. It was too good. It was like, why isn't there more problems here? You were looking for trouble and you couldn't find any. Let's try. We should try Fortune Bunny because it's a shimmer ink, and I'm gonna do. Although I'll need to clean this water afterwards. That's hilarious. Oh, now that I might can get this camera done this afternoon, chat. I'm trying to figure out when my wife's gonna have time to sit with me to do this. She works the next 3 days and is off today, so. So are we saying this is a shimmer ink? It's got a silver shimmer in here, it looks like. You did a bunch of ink swatches today and have some more to do today? Nice. Okay, so we're going to ink throw this. Morning, Geek Writer. I'm gonna get all this off the bottom here real quick, so a little more to go. Yeah, the camera's been great. Like, I should learn how to manipulate it myself. Honestly, that's just I'm falling back to the professional instead of learning myself. So it's one of my challenges. I tried about 6 different pens and inks, and some didn't love the Stranger papers, but Fire and Fire with shimmery orange good just on every paper. That's hilarious. You need a version of the paint shaker designed for ink bottles. Is Jacqueline here? Although it needs to go all the way around, I think. Does Brad need a tech help? I'm good on everything but cameras. Like I did in-law tech support yesterday. I'm great on like computer tech support. It's just something about these. Jacqueline, we need like the watch shakers that keep your watches. We need some type of mechanical thing to rotate our shimmer inks like this. And I think it could be like 3D printed and get some groove going there. Even if it's just like a spinner, I can put this in and go like that. Yeah, in-law tech support went okay yesterday. So, all right, so let's get off these bubbles. I shouldn't have shaken it that hard. Just took 6 cups of Death Wish coffee to the dome. Let's go. That does sound like a Death Wish. I don't know how much shimmer I'm going to get here. So I don't want to send it back over again, but I might in a minute. There's a link. Yeah, I'm not going to really get the... whoever was looking for... to see what the shimmer's like in here, I don't know that I'm going to get it. Let's turn it over a little bit. Something you can chuck in a drill. They make shakers with metal balls, yeah. Someone... settle down, Brooklyn Becca. Wow. Yeah, some shimmer. Yeah, it came out in like the first one over here. It's coming out. It is coming out in it. You're right, now that it's drying. You are correct. It is starting to show, which actually makes this like a really cool ink. Like I like subtle shimmers. All right, this Notum Natural, you weren't kidding. It's really good. So I'm missing all your chat while I'm looking down at this, so I'll be checking in 1 minute. Okay, was that it? That was it. Hear me out, just shake it. What if you have a lot to do at once? All right. So it's always a mistake to do shimmer inks first, because now I feel like I have to go clean the water. I will go clean the water. If we do some more dipping, I will go clean the water. Some non... All right, let's see what we got here. So this is our good old friend, the bank paper. You can see the shimmer there. You want to know why I like bank paper? Like... So Rossi 1931. So this is where you'll be able to tell some of the absorbencies of the ink. You can see how much darker it is on this page, which means it went straight into the page, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Right? Because see, it doesn't bleed through. It's just how the ink's going to sit up and how the ink, like once you're writing a bunch, you like say, oh, this ink is darker on this page than this one. The ink sits up a little bit more on this page, and this one gets into the fibers a little bit more, but not through the page, which is great. Notum, yeah, so Notum Natural White Paper from Barnes & Noble. So that's this one. This one looked good from when I first put it down. It just looks like really color accurate. Handles the ink super well. Oh, a centrifuge. That's what we need. That looks really nice. Are there nail polish shakers? So the Fabriano, it's a flatter color here, I think. But, you know, it's all TBD, right? We're just throwing a bunch of ink on here. Centrifuge, oh yeah, centrifuge is a separator. Centrifuge is a separator. Nail polish shaker might be, yeah. Okay. Daiso Premium. I think this has potential of being a shader. We need to ink up. We need to ink up a shader ink in this stub nib. I think this has like serious potential because I can see this. You see this blob at the end? and the way it's handling the color of there. Even though it's like an ivory page compared to like a white page, right? Look how yellow it looks. And then the organics, this is the thinnest page. So that's my expectation. It's gonna bleed through, right? But this is a super heavy application. So this is what we wanna do right now. We wanna try a pen that's gonna be also super heavy, which is the Schmidt P8127. So we're gonna throw this on here real quick. This is always a good testing pen because of the rollerball ink. A lot of your fountain pen inks will exhibit some of the same behavior because it's water-based. Oh, now that I have this pen out, we did approve the final sample, and we're now in the queue for September for the next retro. All right. So yeah. So you can see like that's bank paper, and you'll get some ghosting even with this ink. It looks great on the front. You can see how much you can see this. This is always a good testing ink because it doesn't always feather, but it will bleed. So like it's pretty good on this Fabriano. That's the least ghosting. Same with the Notum. So you can see why I use this pen for testing a lot, or this ink for testing a lot. It tells a lot about the page. And this is the one I was the most curious about. And it's not bad. It's kind of just like all the other ones. Totally, like, I don't know that if I filled this page up, I don't know that I'd want to use the back, but it's not bad. It's this for a recycle page. It's doing way better than like any expectation. So let's do FA nib next, and then we'll ink the stub nib. Because this will probably. Oh, then we need to do something extra fine. Actually, what we'll do is we'll do this perspective grind because it will cut the page if I don't hold it correctly because it's going across, right? It's going to scrape across the page. So we'll do these two next. So this is the FA nib with the Enzo Ferrari. I shouldn't have given away that second bottle, Chad. I really like this ink. Slumberland Studio called it and said, you're going to really like this ink. And turns out I really like this ink. I should have used that before. More than Imperial Purple? Well, we'll see in a minute because that's what I have in here. They're very different. Like, I wouldn't even categorize them in the same way. Yeah, sorry I keep showing this pen. And you see why I like this nib so much. It even makes my handwriting look good. What pen is the green demonstrator again? We talking about me? We're talking to me? Oh, this one. This one. Skogsy LVED. Skogsy pens, and the model's called LVED, low volume eyedropper. And this one has an ebonite cap. I almost ordered verdigris yesterday, but I wanted a posting nib. Nice. That would be, posting nib would be a good test too. I don't have one inked up. I have the Elite PO inked up, yes. I have a feeling it's a little bit scratchy, though. So I'm going to use this for my scratchy nib, even though it's not scratchy. But you know what I'm saying. I don't know how... I'll try it on here. It's just not going to... I don't know that it's going to tell me anything that I want to know. I would rather use my needlepoint. Skogsy sold out. That's one he keeps making. He'll re-up them. He's probably working on DC stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. So that's your classic bank paper. So I do these little boxes just because, I don't know, it's a little habit I have. One, it can show a little bit of shading as I drag down the ink, but two, it puts more ink in one spot to see how the paper handles it, right? So you can see if it's going to take heavier ink or just like a overwriting situation where you're putting multiple passes on one area. So Daiso Premium. So this is harder for you to see any shading here. A little more shading on bank paper than Daiso, but I think some of the other papers shade a little bit more. But this paper handles ink very well. Hey, Snagger Dragon, what's your camera setup? This is a Sony A6, but I have the focus is a little bit off right now. It's we use it in for different situations, so I haven't quite set it back up. And I'm also not like a camera expert, so my wife helps me set up the camera, so I apologize. It looks good, but it's a little bit of a fight from me going close and far. There are two types of people in the world, those who like bank paper and those who are wrong. That's a bumper sticker. All right, so this Daiso this reminds me of Life Noble paper in how it's performing. The look and the feel reminds me of Life. So this is the Reclaim Lavender. This is absolutely absorbent. It's actually feathering a little bit on this pen. Very flat color, absorbent, and bleeds through. So we're definitely tracking, maybe not for fountain pens, but it's not the worst recycled paper I ever used. This Rossi felt really nice when I was writing on it. When I actually thought, like this is a nice firm page, kind of like the bank page. Like I could feel it, but it's not as like crispy or snappy as the bank paper. But it has really good color. Little bit more ghosting, right? Then so where's the bank paper? It's like you see something like this. Where it ghosting, but then this is a little bit further through, right? And this is the Fabriano. This still feels really smooth. I do like it. It's a little bit more absorbent. Got a little bit of feathering. This really just like took the ink in, which you can see on the back. This one's a little bit... Oh, it's not blasphemous at all. It wouldn't be surprised if they contracted with them to make it, to be quite honest. But that's what I'm getting out of that. It's really, really good. And then the Notum. This paper just feels good. I don't know that it's the most color rich, but look how it handles ink. Like it handled that ink as good as the bank paper did. All right, so I'm going to try an aggressive nib on these pages to see what we get. And then we'll ink up the stub. Let me grab some coffee real quick. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm thirsty. We were prepared today. Whew. Rob, have you been to the Daiso in Atlanta? Apparently they built one in Atlanta. What did you say on that Daiso Premium, the price? So I need to, if we have time, when we're done, I'll go get one of my Life notebooks. Because even the color of the graph paper looks exactly like it. Does Life print on the back? I can't remember. All right. All right, next round. So what we're going to do here, I think I heard that they built one community time, like in the past month, or like opened. So this is a very aggressive nib grind. So this is the perspective grind. So it has a spear tip, right? So so what I'm testing is called Daiso Premium. It's this one. And then Daiso Workbook, which I am not testing currently at the moment. We can hit up the Daiso when I do our Kinokuniya, 100%, right? Yeah, I thought they were in the same area. Exactly. Is the Life paper ultra smooth? It's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth, which is more like less than Rhodia, but more than most. It's very Midori-esque. So this is, let's say, so this is going to hit the paper a little bit different way. You can probably actually hear it because when you make these side strokes, it's a little crispy. So you always want to see, like, this is basically just writing at a different angle or a different nib angle than your standard writing. So that's another good way that I do like to test. It also helps you tell how smooth the paper is. Like this nib would not be good on like some of those like washi papers that I use. But because they have a lot of tooth in them, like this nib isn't going to be good for that, but it's great for these. I'm actually trying to write too large with this. I have to write smaller with this. The larger I write with this pen, the worse it looks. So this should be a smaller handwriting. So I'm gonna try to dial that in. You can see how different nibs make your handwriting look too. But mostly with this nib, I'm looking for like the tooth. Like, is it grabbing the page as we're going through these? Uh-oh. Did I outright it? I might have outwrote it. I haven't used this in a couple days, so I wonder if I outwrote it here. Come on, ink. Yeah, Daiso seems to be expanding like pretty rapidly. With this one, there's not much you can do because it's an eyedropper. It should be running, but I wonder if I just need to clean it. Oh, there's water there. I want to get this going so I can keep testing these pages. Oh, shoot. So I'm just going to shim it real quick, and that should be all it needs. Is that on camera? So this Imperial seems to be a little dry, but not bad. Dip it in water, I guess I could have done that too, but I think we're all good now. This is what I was looking forward to. This is as expected. Actually, might need to dip it in water. Oh no, that's got shimmer in it. Let's see. I might just need to clean the nib. Like, this pen's been to Vegas and back and has written a lot. Might just be time for a clean. All right. So what I'm looking for in that pen is basically like the sideways lines. They're a little bit crispy. On bank paper smooth enough to handle that like very well. And this is the reclaimed lavender. So what happens with a nib, so like I'm going I'm brushing sideways against the page here, and you can see how it hits on like some of the recycled paper. It doesn't feel like crazy toothy, like, and it doesn't go through the back, like you can't really see it here, but it breaks the top of the page, right? That's what that nib can do if it's not a smooth page like this, right? So it doesn't go through to the back like it's on this line, but it'll break the top layer of the page. This Ross handled it perfectly. This is like really, really nice. And then this is the Daiso Premium. It's like ideal. And then the Fabriano. That actually did pretty well. And the Notem. This is just a comfortable paper to write on. It doesn't have a lot of, it doesn't give you a lot of color characteristics in the brighter inks, right? Like you can see, like I can tell in my camera the difference in the color saturation here. Like there's not a lot of shading versus the Takasago bank paper, which like all on the top of the lines are lighter, right? You get I don't know if you can actually tell in this lighting in this page, but this is a very non-shading paper. And then here you can see the depth of shading in some of these colors. Okay, so let's ink up. What did we decide we're doing here? Last thing we'll do is a stub nib. Never been to Atlanta. That'd be fun, except it would scare me to drive. I've driven in a lot worse cities than Atlanta, and Atlanta's pretty bad. Yeah, I think Allegory and the Prism, right? Can't see it much on stream, but I agree with the color. Yeah, but it's like a really nice writing paper, right? Got a new camera for YouTube, but I can't figure out how to use it. But I still don't know. That's why, like, I always have to call in help. And like you can see how the pink is just going in these colors. So we're gonna do some adjustments, hopefully for next week. DC has worse traffic than all, yeah. And I'm also like used to Atlanta. Like I can drive all around Atlanta pretty blindly. Not worse than Chicago, not worse than DC, not worse than LA. Atlanta's better than all those. All right, so let's do Allegory in. So this is the Leonardo. Was it called the Prism? This was a collaboration with Stilo e Stile, an Italian maker. They didn't do too many of these. Are these numbered? I feel like these are numbered somewhere. 222. 222. Houston is the sprawl town. 222, yeah. Is that a lucky number for you? I moved from LA to St. Louis, and people here think they can complain to me about traffic. Facts. So, community time. So I just took the family through Atlanta airport on our trip to Las Vegas. And I've been to a lot of different airports around the country. And the thing that we talked about is as big and intimidating as Atlanta can be, it runs so efficiently. And if you can make it through Atlanta, you can make it through any airport, like with ease. Except O'Hare. O'Hare sucks. Scary to drive in Rome. I haven't done any international driving. I don't think I would be up for that. Yeah. So the Atlanta airport, I mean, it's like I fly out of there 5 or 6 times a year, right? So I'm like dialed in. But if you get through there, every other airport is small and manageable. And Atlanta runs extremely efficiently for the size of it. So yeah, so we walked through. We were only in a terminal. Like if you don't know Atlanta, they have art exhibits if you do the walking path between the terminals. So since we were only in A, I was like, oh, let's go walk, because we had the kids and they haven't been through there in probably 5. My kids haven't flown in probably 5 years, probably since pre-COVID. So they were little. So we walked through like the first phase. Atlanta's so easy. it's just an exceptionally well designed airport. Like, it's not going to be anyone's favorite airport, but it's so big and it freaking works. And it just takes time. Like, some of it takes you a little bit of time to get from point A to point B, but it all just works. And then when you land, it makes you go, oh, that was easy to get through on the other side. So, yeah. PDX, it's been probably a decade since I've flown through PDX, since the carpet change. I've only been on old carpet PDX. But, I mean, there's been a lot of airports I haven't been through, so. The only airport I actively dislike is O'Hare. Like, I've just never have, like, a great experience there. Oh, I need this open. So we need to get this going here. Atlanta's big and busy, but it's designed to be big and busy right. Been through Atlanta once. That was enough. O'Hare, LAX, and Oakland were worse. I don't have too much of a problem with LAX. I haven't been. I don't like O'Hare, and then I haven't been in Oakland. People like the times I've gone to LAX. That's been always one I've been like, oh, this is gonna suck, and it's been okay. Like, I never have a problem at LAX, but that's only been 2 or 3 times. Wow, Jason. It's been a long time since I've been through Denver too. Well, I'm doing O'Hare next month. Hate Midway. I've never been through Midway. Rome was the most overwhelming airport I've been to. Heathrow is not a great airport. Heathrow is the Houston of airports. It's just a sprawler, right? I've been through there, twice now? Maybe 3 times. Heathrow is just like, it's old airport and new airport, and it's just sprawl. It's not necessarily bad, but oh my God, like the sprawl is like off the chain. Like point A to B is... O'Hare's better than Midway. Interesting. O'Hare's probably not that bad. I've just always been through like the constructions in the wrong places at the times that I'm going through. All right, I want to get this nib working a little bit. I never want to fly through Vegas again. Vegas is it used to be a lot worse, and now they've kind of consolidated some of it, I think, and made it more efficient. So I want to make sure this ink is running through, not just the feed here. So I want to get this kind of going before I do it on the testing pages. Seattle has great art and food. Yeah, I would love, like, hopefully Seattle's on the short list of where my wife and I want to go on a trip. Probably just like the 2 of us. This ink is gray blacker than I thought. This is Allegory, the Dominant Industry Allegory. All right, that seems like we're flowing pretty nicely. If not, we'll dip it again. Airport-wise, IH is okay once you get inside, but getting inside is the challenge. Yeah. The DC airports don't impress. Like, they're passable. IAD and what's Reagan? You need to travel more, apparently. I mean, it depends. Sometimes it gets to be too much. Like my local airport, 3 gates, no waiting. Yeah, I've never flown out of Macon. Macon actually does fly to DC and like Miami or something like that. Fly to BWI and take the train to downtown. I still just fly. Like, I think I'm flying into Dulles. I can never remember which one I'm flying into when I fly to DC. Baltimore's not a bad airport. All right, so let's do... Oh, my parents are here. It's my son's birthday tomorrow, so they're over here dropping stuff off, but I didn't know. Can you hear her? That's my mom. My local airport literally only flies to Charlotte. That's hilarious. Yeah, Tyler's 17. y'all. 17 tomorrow. So this is why I wanted a stub nib to just kind of get a little bit blockier water line. Which airports have the best stationery? That I don't know. When did that happen? Right? It's crazy. Oh man, I just inked it up again. Let me write this down, then I'll go say hi real quick. But I think they're just dropping something off for him. This ink is way grayer than I remember painting with Olive Octopus. I thought it had a little bit of blue in there, like a mid-90. Mick Pinthusiast. We're going to get that camera fixed, Mick Pinthusiast. 27 months of subbing. We've been talking about it today. It's a mess. It's been a mess today as I've been writing. Like, so you just got to get it changed. Got to get it changed back. So when I'm done with this round, we'll do a giveaway. Probably one of those inks I just pulled off. Then I'll probably go see my parents. I probably should, huh? We need your input from your parents on which headshot should be on. Okay, I'll ask them. That'll so confuse my mom if they come in here. She'll be like, what? What are you talking about? Hang on, I'm gonna put y'all on mute. I'm gonna yell. Yes, you, Mom. You. The old lady.
The old lady. Ah, that's me.
So I'm live on stream, so people can hear your voice, okay?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness. So the question is, they can't see you, like, as long as you're over there. But if you want, you can come over here. You don't have to, but you can. Oh, she's coming. She's going.
Hey, I got my LSU shirt.
Oh, that's right. She wants to just show off her shirt. All right. Mom stream. That's my mom. Oh,
Hi.
chat's in your face. There we go. So people want a picture of me printed that I can sign an autograph. So what should I pose as? Should we do like a headshot? Should we do just like a silly full body shot? Should we do some glamour shots? So mom probably has at her house a picture of all my like high school, like elementary
yeah.
school, like the 12, first grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, goodness. That's a good question. Yeah. So people really want
right.
this of you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just checking. You see where he gets it from, huh? Well, let us think about that.
Okay, you can think about it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking black and white headshot. One of these, like very thinking, like the thinker.
The thinker, yeah.
Mhm.
That's
But with
you.
the pen, for
with
sure.
a pen. Has to have a pen, yes. Okay, we'll think about
All right,
that. And
work on that.
We'll be looking at old pictures.
Okay.
Bye,
All
y'all.
Man, she's a pro. Like I didn't even have to wow, where did that come from? Yeah, she's gonna go want me to like recreate one of my kid pictures. That's probably what we're gonna do. Senior high school headshot. That's pretty rough. I think that one wasn't too bad. Those elementary and middle school years, y'all. Whew. Whew. Oh, I should put the camera back down. If it wasn't for Brad's mom, none of us would be here. What year did you graduate high school? Is that an appropriate question? I'm just kidding. 1989. So y'all can do the math. Yeah, shout out Mom. She was a natural. Go get your dad. He's in there. He's in there cackling. What we gotta think of a question to ask him. What can we ask him? Oh, he was the one that was into pins because his dad was the artist. Oh, I was just about to say, boy, this what was I gonna say? This Rossi paper is really, really good. Then I realized it's the bank paper that I love. Hey, Dad, you're up. Oh, they're talking. They can't hear me. Yeah, your turn. You got to come say hey. Oh, your shirt will do well too. Oh my God. Can I show them this?
Yeah.
So my dad just found this. Here, y'all can say hey to my dad. So Derek, are you here? Derek and
Hello.
Olive Octopus will appreciate this. Whoops, wrong button. There you go.
Hey.
Now you're on. Show them your shirt.
Hey, Franklin, Tennessee.
Yeah. So some
Used
of
to
y'all
live there.
Yeah, some of y'all will we have some Nashvillians and Nashvillans in here. So check out this picture my dad just brought me. All right. So yeah, there's Brad at graduation, college graduation.
Mom and Dad graduating with
Crazy. Yeah. I look just like my dad, pretty much. So, all right, you're off the hook now.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Unexpected visitors today, Chad. Yeah, I already graduated. That's true. I had the hat. That means I did. Hey, that hat means I didn't have to go to college. Yeah, we don't talk about my college experience with my parents. We don't talk about that. Brad be like, okay, Dad, you had your fun. Don't get lost. I know. I look like both. I definitely look like my dad. Mm-hmm. There's some pictures of me and my dad that are like, I didn't think I looked like my dad. And then when I pop in, look at the picture, I'm like, ooh, I look like my dad. Which is good, I think. So, all right, they are good sports. They're fun. I'm glad they live in town. We're only one Toby away. I know, right? God, this has been quite the stream. All right, let's look at this last test, and then we'll do a giveaway. And then if my parents are still here, I'll go hang out with them. I see them all the time. It's all right. Okay, let's look at these last few, and then we'll wrap it up here. I am very lucky. Good family. And my in-laws were over here yesterday, seeing Tyler. All right. So Olive Octopus, I know you said something about what this color looks like, and then I missed it. So it's all gray all the time here. But I guess when I put water in it, it had that little bit of the blues. I definitely turned that at. Snagger Dragon, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. First rule of Brad's college days is we don't talk about Brad's college days. Yeah, exactly. Fabriano Equo plus something. Root beer, thank you for the follow. Fountain pen news, that's hilarious. You put it in the clipboard, you know me. Algo turns full indigo on Cal RFL B7, which in the archiving book, but it's pretty gray on other book. Beautiful. That's exactly okay. Like I'm good with that as long as I basically I'm trying to determine whether I was crazy or not, and I feel not crazy now. That's true. Also true, Harmony Bat. The more I use the Fabriano, the less I like it. I thought this was going to be like super great, and now it's good. Like literally nothing wrong with it, but I thought it was going to be special. It's a little bit flatter. Boss Baker Chris with the gifted subs. Thank you so much. With the 5 gifted subs. Enjoy your gifted subs, everyone. Hope you're doing super, super well. Boss Baker Chris, you rule. And if you got a new sub, check out your emotes. They're dope. They're dope. So, high hopes. It's fine. Mid. All right. Let's save bank paper for last, because that wasn't in the kit. Notum Natural. Really good. for just general writing with any ink. Like, it handled the inks super, super well. So this is the Notum. Where did this come from? Notum Natural 100 GSM from Barnes & Noble. You can tell it is a little bit thicker page. Is C222 still here? This looks like it came in a pad or a sheet of. It doesn't look like it came out of a notebook. So this is probably like a good all-around writing paper. It doesn't show ink characteristics as much, like shading. But performance-wise, ink on the page-wise, rock solid. Many notebooks gave their lives for the sampler set, but this one's clean. Like, this one's clean. Like, what's the format this comes in, the Notum? Because, like, I can't even see it like it was glue bound. It looks like it was just, like, sheets. Reclaim Lavender. I thought it was going to be pretty good. And it might be okay. Notebook perfect bound? Maybe. That's crazy. That's super clean. Better than a lot of, we'll call this recycled. They're calling it reclaimed. Better than a lot of other recycled papers. I will give it that credit. Like, it handled some of this ink super well. And then it got a little bit funky, like the heavier you got. The heavier the ink, the more it showed through. Like, this may be one you don't use the back page on. But I thought it handled the front reasonably well. Some recycled paper is instantly no. You could probably do something with this if you wanted to. Like, I would never choose this to use regularly because I use such a wide variety. And we'll keep these. I don't have time to, like, go into, like, all the gel, rollerball, pencil discussion. The Rossi 1931, also a Barnes & Noble page. This one's legitimately good. Like a pretty good. This looks like it was like a cloth bound, not a cloth bound, just like a cardboard string bound paper. So this one probably comes in a smaller format or a smaller thickness. This one's good. I would use this. I would use this page. It's a little bit flatter on the color though, like I was talking about. It was especially telling in the swab. But like, it handled the Ferrari like really, really well. Like, I thought the color was nice. A little bit of ghosting, so not bad. Daiso Premium. I think I probably need to go grab the Life. I think I need to go see if I have a Life notebook quickly before we go. Because performance-wise, it's at the top of the list performance-wise. It's just aggressively ivory cream color compared to a white page, right? But this is probably the best paper out of this batch. I'd say this, Rossi, Notum. So my order for this round, and we have a whole nother round we'll do next week. Daiso Premium, Rossi, Notum, Fabriano, Organics, Lavender. And then we have the bank paper. This was my control page because I'm used to this paper. I know how things act on this paper. It's just, I mean, it's my favorite for a reason. Like, it handles inks, it shows off color, and it's just the bomb. So, this was not in the kit. This was Olive Octopus ink from the Dominant Industry Takasago book. It's just that good. It's just that good. All right, let me go see if I have let me start a giveaway. While we're running the giveaway, I'll go see if I have a Life notebook handy. I thought I saw one the other day, like pretty handy. So I'm going to give away one of the inks that I showed y'all earlier. And y'all can choose. Where did I put them in? So these are a couple of inks that Kimberly brought back from the Chicago Pen Show. So we have Windy City Blue and then a Lucky Star Pens collaboration called Stellaris. This one has this one's shimmery. I don't think it's actually too leaky. So I'll let y'all pick one of these. Let me start this, and then I'm gonna go check on the Life paper. Anyone have a pocket notebook recommendation other than Leuchtturm? Do you want a bound pocket notebook or spiral? Because Moramon makes some spiral ones, but you might not want spiral. All right, so we'll call this color verse your choice. So whoever wins can pick whichever color they want. All right, exclamation point waffle. Exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter, anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win. You must email me your shipping address. You can choose. I don't have samples of these. Windy City Blue. Here, I'll put these here if y'all can see them. So it's Chicago Pinso Windy City Blue, which is your basic blue. And this is going to be your weird, shimmery, funky color verse. So you can pick something basic or something wild. And I'll be right back. I'm going to go look for the life because before I forget, I'm super curious. Be right back. All right, I couldn't find it, which means we're long overdue for the Closet of Doom stream. I think I do have a notepad, a life notepad, but can't come up with it. But I bet we're pretty close to it. Whoever wins, please choose Windy Sue Blue. That's hilarious. That's funny. All right, I have to decide how much I like allegory in a pen on the papers that I like to use. I'm not sure it's a needle mover. We might have to get a little funky with it. Muted? Can you hear me? Like I did. Yeah. It looks good on my side. That's weird that a bunch of you actually said that. Never muted? Yeah, it didn't look muted, but you've met me before, so very possible. Y'all could always tell me that I'm muted, and then we'll go through. All right, so one thing, while this, I'll give y'all another minute on this giveaway. one thing we want to do real quick is mark off the ones that we've chosen so far, because we have a lot here. So we want to go through and say shout out C222 for sending me all this stuff to play around with, because it's very fun. So we've got F, B, C, D, H, and then bank. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, at least 4 more, and then we'll play around with the vintage stuff. Like, the vintage stuff is just gonna be fun to play around with. Like, it's not really worth like saying, is this good or is this bad? It's more just like, hey, this is a cool find. Let's play around with this. It's cool that were able to get the names of the vintage papers though. So we have 4 more standard papers to test. So we'll keep all this stuff together, and then we'll test the rest of them next week. Put this on the top. All right, y'all got about 30 seconds left, and I'm gonna close this giveaway, and then y'all can pick an ink. And then I'm gonna go talk to my parents. Toya paperclip. All right, thanks again, C222. Last call. Kitchen's closing. Ow! God, these are still stabby, chat. If you don't pay attention, you can still stab yourself. Yeah, it's fun. So one of the things that's really good for like stream testing is instant reactions. Like, sometimes it's not always correct, right? Like the color on this camera. Sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's white. Do we need a blank days for stabbing? I'm pretty good. I'm more of a spiller than a stabber. I feel like that's my kind of motive, but I haven't been spilling much either recently. All right, we're gonna lose this green here and see if we can get back to normal. Maybe the green is affecting this negatively, and we can at least get the standard stuff. All right, let's close this up. Posture check. I'm gonna do a posture check and a hydrate, even though it's coffee. I can tout 2 recent stabs and no spills. Maybe I'm just, delusional and scarred, literally and figuratively. No, that's funny, Travis East. I think I do want a tattoo. I think that, fancy paper makes you feel fancy. Like, nothing wrong with that. All right, let's pick a winner. Amitai. Hey D, or is it Hayde? Amitai, you win. Have you won before? I feel like yes, but maybe no. I feel like second time winner vibes. Have you won before? First time. Okay, sweet. All right. So now the hard part. I need you to pick a color. So Windy City Blue is a pretty traditional blue, maybe a little bit of red sheen on the edge. Stellaris is a glistening ink. It's kind of a lightish, I think it's a grayer color, grayish green. It's a light color with a shimmer in it. So if you want to get weird, this is your choice. If you want to have a more usable ink, this is your choice. So what are you thinking? So like, these are very, very different inks. Also a video game. What, Stellaris? I've heard of that. I'm playing Cyberpunk now, finally. Stellaris sounds fun. You want weird? That's an easy choice then. If you want weird, this is classic blue. This is freaking weird. But that could be good or bad. So I think that's a fun choice. All right, that's you. All right, email me, hello@penaddict.com. And I will ship this today if you email me soon. Yeah, kind of weirdly, unusable in some pens. Like you want a wide pen for this one. A lot of ink on the page. So there we go. Netrunner or Katana build is the way to go. That I don't know. I'm trying to finish the story and then really figure out what I'm going to go with on as far as Cyberpunk goes. I think I'm pretty far. Like I don't. That's the thing is I don't know how far I am in the story. So like if you know like Cyberpunk, you can tell me. So I finished the quest where we did the parade in Japantown. Now I'm off in Pacifica doing stuff for the Voodoo Boys, and I'm not done with that yet. So that's kind of where I'm at. I feel like I've been playing a while, but I don't know. All right. So, and I'm like low 20s in my level, I think. If that matters. For story-wise, to know where I'm at. All right. We should raid someone today. Are you kidding me? Buy Apple Tater is actually streaming. Should we raid Buy Apple Tater? Are you actually kind of listening in, Buy Apple Tater? Starting soon? Oh, hell yes. Oh, heck yes. Busted. Got him. Oh, this feels like a true got him moment, chat. This feels like a true got him moment. Oh, nope. They're listening. Ha. Thought we were going to drop a got him on there. But awesome. I'm glad to see you streaming. And we're going to come over there in just a second. I will send y'all over there. So if y'all want to hang tight, you can just hit the little button that says follow along. Sounds about 2/3 of the way through the main. There's so much side content. Yeah, I'm kind of somewhat avoiding the side content. Until I get done with the main, and then I'll figure out my build and stuff, but we'll see. All right, thank y'all. This was a fun stream. It was a silly stream. That's what we do around here. I hope y'all had a good time. Had a lot of visitors today. Slung a lot of ink. And let's go continue on over at Buy Apple Tater. So y'all go say hi, give them a follow, and I will talk to y'all next week. Bye.